Hi, good morning, Sam. Okay, so we missed seeing you around here. Hope you had a good Halloween, and we had some Halloween festivities here in the class. We didn't do a whole lot. We watched a video and just ate some candy, basically, is what we did. So you didn't miss a whole lot, but wish you were here. It would have been fun. So since you're in quarantine, I sent homework for you. Kind of looks like this, except it had a sticky note on it. First thing I want to do, just like we start our regular day, gonna go ahead and do some map it. I know it's all your favorite. These are our spelling words. You got some new spelling words here. They're either ER, it's the spelled as ER, OR, or AR. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way. I'll do all the ER ones first, then the OR, then the AR. Now remember, ER, these all have which sound? Do you remember ER? Like sister, letter, has the sound, okay? And all the words that are spelled OR actually also have the OR sound. OR, like born, sports, and short. And then the last sound is, it's the AR spelling, and it's pronounced R, like mark, like started, and backyard. So we're gonna go ahead and we'll just do map it together. So get your map it sheet out, and if you're not ready, pause me and then come right back. But we're gonna go ahead and do map it. So get your name on it if you want. Doesn't really matter, I guess. I'm gonna use Sharpie just so you can see it really well on this sheet. You can use pencil, that way you can erase. So the first word, I'll write it, and you can write it as well. And you have your sheet here. If you want, you could pause me and just write all the words. Just go right down the list, all the ER words, all the OR words, and all the AR words, and then just write them on down. But do what you want to do, because I hope I'm not going too fast. But you can just hit pause. Too bad you can't do that in school. You can't hit pause on me. So, all right. So the first word. What is the first sound in this word? It is S. And the next sound. I. And the next sound would be S. And what's the next sound? T. And the last sound, two letters, So it's S, I, S, T, sister. Next word. What is the first sound in this word? Oh. Oh. What is the next sound? Eh. And the next sound, it's two T's, and two T's will go in one block. The two T's make the T sound. And the last sound, So it's letter. Next word, I'm going to go ahead and write it. What is the first sound of that word? Right? And the next sound? Is represented with the X. And the next sound? And the next sound? And the last sound? And the word is expert. Expert. I bet you're an expert at playing football. Expert. I'm going to go ahead and write the next word down right here. And what is the first sound of that word? B. Now, the next sound could be broken up into two. We could go O, N. But what I'm going to do, just for the sake of doing our map it, I'm going to put the OR because it's making an OR sound. OR. Okay, you normally would be O-R-N. It would be O-R-N. 3 sounds. We're going to treat it like 2 because we're focusing on the or, and R sounds. So it's B, or, and the last sound, B, or, born. When were you born? All right, next word. You should know this word just by looking at it. And what is the first sound in that word? Would be S. And the next sound, P. P. And the next sound, okay, it could be O-R for O-R. Could be 2 sounds. But just for the sake of our spelling list and what we're focusing on this week, I'm going to put the OR and make it 1 sound, even though it is actually 2. So, or, and the next sound, T. And the last sound in this word would be S. So the word is S, P, or T, S. Sports. Sports. Next word. I've written it here. And what is the first sound of that word? The letters SH make the sh sound. So it's sh. And the next sound, we're going to put the 2 sounds into 1. Or, and the last sound, T. T. So the word is sh, or t, short. You're kind of short, Sam. Just kidding. So short. Next word from your list right here. Next word from this list. And the first sound, And I want to combine the next 2 sounds into 1. R, right? A-R, R. And the last sound, so here we go. R, or R, mark, mark. And I'm going to put the next word down. Working my penmanship a little bit. Okay, what is the first sound here? S. And the next sound, T. And the next sound, R. It's A-R, remember? So it's R. And what is the next sound? T. And the next sound, E. And the last sound, D. D. So the word is S, T, R, T, E, D. Started. Started. We started eating pizza at 5 o'clock and ate 2 whole pizzas. All right, next word. I'm just writing her down. Oh, again, my penmanship's not very good. All right. The first sound, B. B. And the next sound, that's an A, by the way. Hopefully you're using this list and not going off my crummy penmanship. B, A, Ba. And the next sound would be K. And the next sound, Y. Y. And the next sound normally would be two sounds, but we're gonna, for the sake of this week, we're gonna make it one sound, R. And the last sound of that word, Sam, D. D. And the word is B, A, K, Y, R, D. Backyard. Backyard. And then our tricky word this week, S. The first sound is S. The next sound, this is why it's a tricky word. It's The O makes a sound. That's what makes it a tricky word. And the last sound is And then what I'm going to do is put a little E up in the corner there. See how I just put that little E? Because that E doesn't actually make a sound. You might think the word is soam, but because it's a tricky word and our language has lots of tricky words, I'm just going to put the E right there. So it's some. Some. I would like some too. So that would be it for our map it. Okay, so after you get that done, you know, if you file it away, get it to me. I said you guys could take a picture of it and send it to me daily, or you can just send it to me at the end of the week. Whatever works for you, I'm good with it either way. Okay, so in your packet, we have this first page and then the map it sheet. All right, next, you might see this. It says a letter from the publisher. And then I wrote up in the corner, see reader page 2 through 3. So this is, I sent this reader home. Okay, we got a new book, just called it a reader. So page 2 through 3. Page 2, if you look at the table of contents, and sorry if I'm going too fast, it says letter from the publisher. So that's what we're going to read today. So it's 2 short pages. There's a picture of him. His name is Mark Deeds. So read this page and this page. Maybe read it with one of your sisters so they can just look over with you and just kind of look it over with you and go through it. Because normally we might read it today and then again tomorrow, or I might have sent it home because sometimes I do that. I sent home the sheet. So go ahead and read those 2 pages and then answer the questions that go along with it. So question number 1 says, if you excel at something, you are good at it, bad at it, or sick of it. So circle that one, circle the letter, and then put what page it's on. I got a hint for you. It's either going to be page 2 or 3. So go ahead and do that. And that would be it for our language lesson. So since these videos are getting to be really long, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make 2 videos, and I think I'll send them both home. I'll just say the first one is map it plus language, and then the other video is going to be the read aloud, which is what we normally do after music and PE. So I will read that, and then I will give you this assignment to go along with it. So you're going to have to listen to my funny voice, and I'll do the flip book just like I normally do when you're here. And then, so you just read that and we'll do this assignment. So stay tuned and just check out the next video. Bye. See you soon.